what's up? I'm Elliot. I'm here with Fernando, Rogelio, and Toy. They're in a band from Tijuana, Sociedad Secreta Del Vacío. So you guys, tell us about your new release, Reset. It's on tape. It's pretty badass. Orange.
So campfire orange or something.
I like orange. I love the
It's
color
a pretty
orange.
cool contrast with blue and orange.
So tell us about like the songs on there. What was the driving force to make this record?
Well, I think all the object of this record is, well, we like to build a lot of stuff, build a lot of stuff of our equipment and all the things that we play with. So much of the sounds that you hear in these cassettes are like sounds that we create in, I don't know, in a proto board or circuits that we build up, and we like the sounds that sound sometimes very strange, but we start that with the sounds to compose the next songs, and so.
Cool. So what's your, because a lot of your songs are really long and like, you know, they're pretty complex. What's your songwriting process?
Well, at least for, I mean, it's been almost the same until now, but at first we started with the idea of using samplers and using like synthesizers that we've built and like maybe starting like from droney stuff or like really noisy things, and then like trying to make a piece out of that and trying to, I don't know, like make sense with it, but also sometimes like cutting to something that maybe feels totally different from it.
Pretty much
So-
we start with a pretty weird sound, a sampler, and we start composing from that, and the song becomes another thing sometimes at the end of it, but it, I don't know, it has its own way of composing. It composes itself basically.
Yeah, so we gotta, I don't know, we like taking time with hearing the samplers and like the weird synthy things that we're or sometimes Rogelio like builds up, or that he does with the sampler. He's like an octopus. He plays with with samplers and the drums, and me and Toy are just like simple guys, you know. Like,
Yeah, just like, oh shit. Sometimes when we play in live shows, it's like, oh shit, where did I put this sampler? In which bank? Oh, wait me, guys, wait me. Okay, I got it. Yeah, let's do this.
yeah, so that's been kind of like the, I don't know if it makes sense, but that's kind of like the writing process until now, like almost like a soundtrack thing, or I don't know, like making music for a video game, or
Yeah.
that's been also like one thing that's been in our minds like for a while.
Cool.
Yeah.
We see a lot of cartoons and video games, and pretty much. We
Yeah,
like
it's
to
like we're 10.
Is that
years
the
old.
inspiration for the robot that lights up
Yeah.
in the show?
Yeah,
it's like
pretty much. Yeah.
so it feels like a video game.
Yeah.
I also think it's been because we're a 3-piece, and we've tried to it went away. Yeah. Doesn't want to be here. We've tried to fill up like gaps, or be it with noise, or this time with the fourth member, the robot head with the lights, and I don't know, like we wanted to make it a little bit more interactive maybe. I don't know, it's something that it will evolve somehow, but we're starting with
Cool.
that idea. Yeah.
So, Fernando, you've been in a lot of different bands. Melody, Sati, Wally, and now this project. So, what inspired you guys to form this band? How did you guys meet? And tell me about your other bands too, Rogelio, Toy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I started playing with this guy. Well, first with this guy, because a friend of ours, a friend that also works in Paradox, is the other brain of Paradox. And we knew each other in high school and university. And I tell him, we start like listening to the same bands. That I didn't speak so much to a friend, just in a class that it was a laboratory of programming, and we basically sit together in the lab and start knowing that we have a lot of bands in common. And so I say to him, hey man, let's make a band or something. Let's play together sometimes. But in the meantime, he was so busy with Paradox. So one day I went with the old studio of these guys, and I met Fernando. And so we started all this project of Sociedad Secreta Del Vacío, and just starting to mix it up. Eventually, a friend he wanted to make another project, so
we kicked him out.
Yeah. You suck. Yeah, no, not really. But I knew Choi from early years, so I asked him that if he wanted to play with us, just a jam session or something, and he liked it.
Yeah.
He liked the sound.
I used to play in a thrash metal band. Yeah. And we had a friend in common, so that's the way I knew Rogelio, and then he invited me to play with them.
Tight.
Yeah.
Cool.
I wasn't actually invited for the band at first.
Ah,
right.
Like
Oh,
Efren
yeah.
and Rogelio started the band
I
together,
remember that, yeah.
and Efren was like, "Hey, you want to play guitar?" And I was like, "Sure." Yeah.
It was like there in the corner.
Yeah, because I was seeing them practice like the first time, and he was like, "You want to play?" And I was like, "Okay, sure, why not?" Like in a corner, just being sad. You know.
Hey guys, can I be
Can
your
I join?
friends?
Can I join you guys? Can I join you? I guess it was out of pity. I don't know. It's funny because Efren made another band, but with Rogelio. So I joke that that's been like the smartest way to kick somebody out of a band, like me.
The most
like,
subtle way.
The most subtle way. Like they made a different band without me. So in a way, it was like they kicked me out.
Dang.
Yeah.
See how it is now.
Let's see how it is. Let's see how it is.
See what you're doing there.
So, what's your involvement with Paradox Pedals?
Well, I don't like saying that word. It sounds too important. But I'm like the co-founder, I guess.
Yeah.
With Efren, me and Efren started the pedals, and like immediately after Rogelio started playing in the band, he also wanted to start building pedals and building effects and
I was in
weird
the corner
weird
that
shit.
time and say, hey, I can do things too.
Yeah, he was
Good.
he was like me at first.
Yeah,
like
yeah, like
not being
Fernando
invited
did.
in the band, and he was not being invited in Paradox. So
I want to
he was so
do
lonely, and he wanted a blanket or something. No, and Rogelio, we told Rogelio like, hey, you wanna like start working with us, or let's see what happens. And really early on, I guess we didn't even have a year, maybe.
A year?
Maybe like 6 months, a
Yeah,
year,
something like that.
at the most. And another friend of ours started also working with us.
Cool.
And yeah.
What's it like being in a band and making your own pedals, and you can have a lot. You can just customize a lot of stuff, your sound and everything. Be really specific.
I've thought about that. Like I don't think we've actually like we haven't gone crazy on customizing things, but the cool thing is that I guess the three of us have been able to try pedals we're building, and it's like like the testing ground or something. Like sometimes we'll have an idea with the band, and there'll be like a pedal that maybe has something to do with that idea, or we'll use the pedal and the song also might change because of the effects we've built. And I don't
also
know,
all these years, I think, I don't know, it's sometimes frustrating because we built a thing and it never finished to evolve. We're also well, in my case, I always like improving things, like the synthesizers I made or something, and it's very fun. It's very fun for work to work with that. But I also always want to upgrade these things, and it never ends. It never ends. I also put in new things in the designs, and I don't know, make custom changes.
You gotta work with what you have, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
It's just finding the sound. Actually, it's the sound finds you. Also, for accident, just appears, and we use it.
Cool.
So it's very fun for that.
Yeah.
So for Fernando, you design like the covers of the pedals.
Yeah.
And you also design this cover.
Yeah, I also design this. I design different types of covers. Yeah. I like we're all involved. I mean, it's not like we're a 100 people company or something. Like we're 4 people, and so we're almost everyone is involved in all the processes. I like specifically do that, and like I make it so that I guess it looks good and works. But yeah, I also like say like, hey, what about if we do it like this, or if we put the knobs this way, maybe it's not like the safest way, or like the not safest, I mean like the conventional way, but it can also work.
Mm-hmm.
And like we try something that we kind of try to emphasize with Paradox is like we don't see the pedal like I don't know, like just putting the name in like the parameters, the names of the parameters. Like we think of it as a whole idea, and like it's important to direct the user, and like to make the user, him or her, to feel like it's an extension of them, like another arm, or it's like a weapon or something.
Weapon of rock.
Weapon of rock. That they'll feel they can use it maybe in ways they didn't imagine, or so yeah, we
it's also very interesting how sometimes people use the pedals, because sometimes we didn't know that our pedals could do the thing that people do sometimes. And so it's like, wow, when they're playing
so
live
legit,
show,
man.
yeah, it's, what do you do to the pedal? No, it's how you sell us to us. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that we could do that. That pedal.
Yeah, there's tons to be explored, you know.
Yeah.
Because recently, didn't Noel Gallagher put one of the Paradox pedals in his build?
Yeah. He bought one. He bought the Architect. It's a reverb pedal, and it's crazy because we were joking around that it was maybe just like a regular guy, like I don't know, like it's a normal name like Noel Gallagher, common name. Maybe it's like Pancho.
Pancho.
And no, it turned out that it was him. So we were pretty excited about it, and we're more excited not only that he bought it, but that we see he's using it for his new stuff, and it's on his pedal board. So that's I think that's amazing.
That's tight.
At the end, that's what you want. Like you want people to record, and to record with the pedals, with the effects, and to know that something that they're creating is like our pedals are part of the process. So that's pretty amazing to know.
It excites me when I listen to a record or a song, and I distinguished the parallax
pedals,
effect.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, wow, it's crazy. Nice.
Hi. So, what's the Riverside connection? You're here in Riverside, California. Sunny day.
Beautiful place. Today is very calm. Sunday
Yeah.
very calm. So it's very beautiful.
Well, for Toy and Rogelio, it's their first time
The first
here.
time.
First time.
But I've known you guys for, I don't know, almost
Several years.
yeah,
Many years.
since 08 or something.
Dang, it's almost been 10 years.
Yeah, almost 10 years.
Since LA.
Yeah, because I was playing in Melody and this other band in Growing Pains, and I think the first time I saw Dogs of Ire, they played at René's house at the Casa del Callejón. Used to call it. We used to make shows there, and yeah, we met you guys, and since then, like, we've been doing things together, and like with Fritz's and Brent's label Ethosmine, like they've released stuff from our bands, and now this thing. So
Tight.
I guess now our connection is like also
So
Ethosmine releasing the record, which we totally appreciate.
Cool.
Every time.
appreciate it.
So tell us about Tijuana right now. I understand there's a lot of refugees, a lot of people coming around. I mean, it's a border town, so there's a lot of, cultures and everything like that. So what's your impression right now? Like you guys living there, what kind of changes or not changes?
I don't know. I think all the diversity brings something good to the community, but at the same time you realize that some people are like very close, and we need
Really
both
racist.
that very racist. That I didn't know that, but when you see it, well, it's kind of pretty strange feeling. But I think it's very good. It's a good thing that we get more used to see, I don't know, this kind of different cultures, and not close only with us.
So talking about people who are already living in Tijuana,
Yeah.
are some people aren't really accepting of the new people coming in?
Yeah,
Is that-
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, there's
Hello.
been
A lot of people are not open to accept this kind of things, so it's a good thing because it will start to grow this, the people will open up to this kind of things.
Yeah, I guess it's always hard at the beginning, but we evolve as people. We have to evolve always. This kind of things. Well, I don't know. I see this moment like we have a lot of technology in this era. We're evolving
Got iPhones, man.
technologically. But in our minds, a lot of us are still very close to ourselves. So we need to reach this level of technology and humanity, and I don't know, like sympathize with each other.
yeah, like right now there's been lots of Haitian refugees, and most of them were supposed to have a place in the United States. So a lot of people came to Tijuana hoping that the United States would accept them. And so I don't know, like I've heard that it's been like thousands, maybe like 1,000, 2,000 refugees, and most of them the U.S. hasn't accepted them. So they'll be here like trying to find their way. Not here in Tijuana, like making their way. And like right now, it's really cool because I see that they're like really hardworking and
they open in business too.
yeah, and I mean most of them, like a lot of them are professionists, and a lot of them had careers and like had like amazing jobs at their country, and they're here. I mean, they're in Tijuana, like wandering around, like what the hell are they gonna do? And not only that, like they have to put up with it's weird because Mexicans are really like brown power whenever it's convenient for them.
Yes.
I guess like in any country, but they're not used to black people, to seeing black people, and so I don't know, I kind of feel as the same way as the Trump syndrome. Like whenever there's like a big racist voice, like people will sympathize with that, and they'll speak up because now they have like a bigger voice. and somehow, like in Tijuana, I've seen that a lot of people are racist, and they're not used to it, but they'll eventually, like, there's no other way, like they have to accept it because Tijuana is now like a even more multicultural place, and I think that's the weird vibe from the city, that there's people from everywhere, every parts of Mexico, from the world, and so like I don't know, like it's stupid to not put up with it. Like they're just people, like, and they're probably better at doing what they do and other things that maybe many Mexicans like. I see there's new Haitian restaurants. You were also talking about that. I've seen like a lot of Haitian people are being are having jobs now, and that's great. Like they're working hard because they have to, because they have to survive. So they'll probably have better opportunities than maybe people from Tijuana, because if they don't, like, they will not survive. So
yeah. Have you eaten any of the Haitian?
No, we want to. We want to look for a Haitian restaurant. Yeah.
They say, my friends say that it's very good, the restaurant.
Tight. Wait, speaking of restaurants, a little sidetrack. Have you been to Mexicali and eaten the Chinese food there?
Yeah. It's really good. It's really good. It's as good as they say. Yeah.
All right. That's one of my goals.
I know it's not probably like traditional Chinese food, but it's like the Mexican Chinese food we know.
But I think that's part of the beauty of it. Food. Culture adapts with the environment,
exactly.
And the food, changes, and I think that's healthy. You know what I mean? If stuff stays the same, then it's dead.
Yeah.
It's always evolving and growing. I think that's really good.
Like, I don't know how do you say cacahuates japoneses?
Like Japanese
peanuts. I didn't know they made their original from Mexico. Like a Japanese guy went to Mexico, and he had a recipe to do peanuts, I guess. And he saw that we Mexican like more spicy things, so he put some spices and
like
some crust to the peanut, and sell them that and call it Japanese nuts. And it was like a friend told me that it was, no man, Japanese nuts were made in Mexico. What? Really?
So like the burrito was invented in Mexico, and I think it was perfected in the United States.
California.
California.
So they put cheese and those, so it's very interesting. They put cheese. They put cheese in all these things.
Okay. So in Mexico, in the burritos in Mexico, no cheese. Only queso fresco.
Like on the stew.
Okay.
It's like different stew on the burritos.
Cool.
Yeah, but actually, it's like we put cheese, but it's like, I don't know, white cheese, like
queso fresco.
Sometimes
it's like Monterey cheese.
It's like Monterey cheese.
I see that you put like yellow cheese in here. I don't know what cheese is that. But
I like that we're so invested in food right now. Food is great.
Good. Food's culture, and it's sharing.
It's very interesting to see how many cultures are the diversity of a burrito. I guess if you go to Japan or to Europe, it's a totally different burrito.
Dude, I had burritos in Hong Kong.
Oh.
It's not good. Sorry, not good.
Really?
Not good.
Sorry, Hong Kong.
No, yeah, because
You know.
my grandma, when she comes over, she likes to get burritos, and like, you know, she likes the Mexican burritos. And when I bought
Awesome.
burritos over there, I had her try it and say, okay, let's see. And she's like, this is bad. No, this is bad. It doesn't taste like it's not the real thing.
It's not
Yeah.
the same. More spice.
Yeah.
Some will survive in other countries, some other won't.
It's still interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sociedad Secreta Del Vacío, what kind of projects are you working right now, and what's next?
Finishing the robot.
Finishing the
They want
robot.
to make that big ass robot.
we when we crossed the border yesterday, the officer asked us like, "Hey, what's this?" He was okay, and I was like, "Oh, it's a robot," but then I was like, "No, it's not a robot." It's
It's just
I told him like, "Sorry, it's like a set of lights," and he was like, "Okay." Like he said okay until I told him like it was something different. Like, I think if he believed it was a robot, I don't know, he would have like checked us or put a chip on our car or something.
Eventually, we made it a real robot.
Eventually, yeah. It's the
With
fourth
some
member.
arms and
We hope he doesn't overcome the band or something.
yeah,
But-
he will control us eventually. We're gonna have like in the Matrix
The cables.
inputs to wires. And
Everybody's plugged in.
Yeah, everybody's plugged in.
And all serious.
Give me some ACDC.
Tight.
Yeah, so we're working on that, like making it more presentable. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, we like to
And-
put more light sets to the shows, different light sets, and keep building stuff. I don't know, make the shows more interactive with the audience, with the public.
Yeah.
I don't know, make it more fun. Yes, that they dance a little.
Yeah, Toy had the
Dance
idea of
more.
maybe making an input for people to control the lights of the robot.
Yeah. put
Maybe like
a
a ¿cómo se dice tapete?
rope, no.
Like a rug,
A rug.
like the Nintendo thing,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tap, like you can dance on it, and you
Okay,
will.
if you
yeah.
want to do the light show, you have to dance in this rug.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, and working on new songs. Well, they don't have voice, but songs or something.
Tight.
And yeah, we're thinking of maybe making a new record.
Yeah, we're finishing composing the new song. We're in the middle of it, finishing the new material, and well, we have plans of make a full length.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully.
the idea.
Cool.
And,
Full-
Nice. Cool. Sociedad Secreta Del Vacío, your new release Reset on tape.
Check it out.
Sweet. You're all on Bandcamp and
Instagram
Instagram.
and Facebook and MySpace.
and we're alive. We're here.
And you can call us.
Anytime.
You can, I don't know.
cool. Thanks for talking with us, and it was a really good time hanging out.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Elliot.
all
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks,
I
guys.
really appreciate it, man.
Tight.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.